Hi guys, good morning. This is Saul again. Just gonna be making here another video. This time it's gonna be when I receive the packet and picking it up. So here it goes. My appointment with El Consulado was on February 8th. That's a Friday. So I got there on Monday. I stayed a total of 9 days. I got my packet on Wednesday and I flew back the same day. Now, a little piece of advice: if you're going to be flying to El Paso or to the airport in Juarez, I don't recommend to buy a flight back, a round trip. I recommend to do it just a one way, because I didn't know, and I had booked the round trip for Monday, and then I had to change it for Wednesday, and it was a big mess, and I was stressing myself out over every little thing. So Monday the 13th, I was waiting all day. I didn't get anything. I wasn't expecting to get anything. You can actually check your status online. I checked it, and it just said that it was issued that day, that it was printed and issued, and it was on its way. In the consulado, they told me it was going to be about 4 to 5 business days. My lawyer told me it's usually about 2 to 3. And then I actually went to the CAS where you got your fingerprints done, and I asked on Monday, and the lady was telling me it was going to be somewhere, it could be up to 10 days. So everyone was telling me something different. And on Tuesday, there's a little number that you can call when you get your huellas. They give you like a little white paper, and it tells you what to do after the interview. And you can call. All you need when you call, you need your passport number and your case number. That's what I recommend to have on hand, so it doesn't get difficult, and so the person on the other line is not waiting so long for you. Then on Wednesday was my last day at the hotel. Checkout was at 12. So I spent all morning on my phone just waiting for that email to come. I was ready to go home. It's crazy because you're pretty much depending, your life's depending on an email, how long it's going to be. Because, if you're like me, you work here in the US, you have your family here, you have things you want to do, and it's hard because you're over there not doing anything, and you could be doing something productive here at home. So 12 came by, still didn't get anything. So I checked out of my hotel. I was actually waiting down on the lobby using their Wi-Fi for at least another hour and a half. It was 1:30 and I still wasn't getting anything. So one of my wife's family members offered me to stay with him the remainder of the time, because I had already pre-booked my hotel the entire time I was there. And so I called him and told him, I'm like, hey, don't think I'm going to be getting it today. And he came and picked me up, took me to his work. So his work has Wi-Fi. I connected. I didn't think I was going to get it that day. I actually flew using the airline Volaris. I flew from TJ to Ciudad Juárez, and my return flight was supposed to be that Wednesday, Wednesday the 13th. Yes, Wednesday the 13th. Yeah, that's right, Wednesday the 13th. Monday was the 11th. Sorry about that. So my flight was supposed to be at 6:45 p.m. that Wednesday. So it was about 3 o'clock, and the way it works with this airline, you have to call at least 4 hours in advance if you want to change your flight. So I called them, and I was going to swap it out till Friday. The next flight was on Monday, so if I didn't get it by Friday, I was going to have to wait till Monday. And so the fee to change it was $150. And I asked the guy, I'm like, why is it so much? And he says, I don't know if it's really worth $150. Maybe, he saw that I was kind of stressed out on the phone. He wanted to take advantage of me. I don't know. So what I did next, I told the guy, I'm like, well, let me give you a call right back. And so I thought about it. In the long run, if I had to change it from Wednesday to Friday, I'm going to pay $150. And then if I'm going to change it from Friday to Monday, I'm gonna have to pay another $150. So I had decided already to let the flight go to waste, and I was just gonna book a flight the second I got my packet. So that was at 3 o'clock. 3:30 came along, and I got an email. And I asked my wife's cousin if he can take me to the casa where you got your fingerprints. And on the email, it just tells you everything's ready to pick up. Like literally, my heart dropped when I got it. I was already, not expecting it that day. I was already done. I was thinking I was gonna stay longer. I was prepared. And so when you get there, you have to have a photo ID, and they want you to have your tracking number on the email. So all I did, I took I had already, because they keep your passport, and I had already made a copy of it. I just wrote down the tracking number on top. When I got there, it was a lot of people. It actually took me about an hour to get out to receive my paper, because they were calling so many people. I don't think it's in order on how you get there. It's when your paperwork is ready. So my paperwork was one of the last ones. And once I got it, they give you a little packet. I tell you not to open it. There's a white paper stapled on top of it with all your information. They tell you that can't come off the front end. Then they give you your passport, which has your visa stamped right in the middle of it. So thank God, he was able to take me to the airport. I didn't miss my flight, and it's a good thing I didn't change it, because if I did, then I would have had, I would have been out bunch of money, and it would have sucked if I would have changed it for Friday and I got everything on Wednesday. So now I would have been at $150, and I would have had to stay an extra 2 days. So on that end, it was good. So my flight took off, I believe, at 7:30, and I got to Tijuana at 8:45. It's a 2-hour flight, but the time difference, it took an hour away. And so when I got there, I actually didn't get out of the airport. I went through the express lane, which is called CBX. I think it's $20 if you go one way or out the other. But it was pretty easy. When I got through the CBX, I told them about my packet, that I had to turn it in. The officers were nice. They directed me everywhere that I needed to go. Once I gave my packet to the officer, he asked me, what did he ask me? I think the only thing he asked me if it was my first time coming in. I said, yes, sir. He really didn't ask me anything else. He asked me to take a seat. He'll be with me in about 5-10 minutes. I think it took about 10 minutes at the most. And then he told me my green card was going to come in the mail within a couple weeks. He shook my hand, told me, welcome to the United States. Congratulations. The only thing that I did ask, and he really didn't have an answer for me, since I have DACA, or I used to have DACA, I have already a working social. So I asked him if I was going to be able to keep it. So he told me that once I get my green card in the mail, I have to go to the Social Security office and present myself. He said they may let me keep my social, or else they may change my social and I'll get everything transferred over. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I'm happy that I got my residency. And that is pretty much it. It's nothing like the feeling of being able to pass through and not, be afraid, or, just being able to have a status. It's the best feeling ever. And coming home, I feel like you feel even different, and it's in a good way. You feel different. Thank God, bless. He's blessed me with so much. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's what happened with my packet, and it was an easy process. You can do it at any bridge. I hear people say they want to go to El Paso and then fly out. You don't need to do that. Wherever it is, if you fly from here to LAX or to another state, Chicago, when you land, there's always going to be immigration offices where you can take it. So I don't think it's one of those things you need to worry too much about. You definitely want to give it to an officer when you land, because then your green card's not going to be processed. Okay, guys, once again, my name is Saul. If you guys have any questions down here, this was strictly just letting you guys know, kind of explaining how long I stayed, and my packet, and how I got back, how I was, being there. and I stayed a total of 9 days. Now, I don't think that's that long. I think that's actually one of the quickest ones that I've seen. Someone in the hotel had already been there about 3 to 4 weeks, and it's tough because I think he didn't have an original birth certificate for his wife or something like that. So you have to make sure you take all your original documents. If you don't, it's going to be very, very hard to get back into the consulado, because these people are busy. So if you're missing something, you're gonna have to wait out there. It's gonna wait to get mailed, and then I think you can fax it over to them, but still it takes a while. So once again, guys, my name's Saul. You guys have a great day, and let me know if you guys have any questions. Thank you.